Welcome back, race fans. It's ninth year broadcasting. We're back with the Masters of the High Banks, and we're back at Sunnyside, Talladega out here, Kevin, and we're in the trucks. How we doing this afternoon?
Doing great, Luke. We're back with Masters of the High Banks, and we have a doubleheader tonight. We've done doubleheaders before. Not too often do we do them, though, but we're going to see a lot of Talladega racing tonight. We're going to start here with the trucks. I think it's going to be a super exciting race. A little bit longer than we're used to with the guys at Masters of the High Banks, but all in all, I think it'll be a blast.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you, Kevin. And we got about a 25 car field out here. We got a wide range of drivers out here. So as they're getting, placed up here on the grid, you want to go and get the your pole taken away?
Yeah, and how about getting the pole out here tonight? Very quick lap is going to be Nathan Harper. Got it done the other day, and he's looking to continue that streak. On his outside is going to be Jacob Wilkerson. Your second row is going to be Cody Nagels and Vicente Guerrero. Third row is going to be John Ward and Adam Kilday. Fourth row is going to be Freddie Bassinez and Sean Corbett. Fifth row is going to be Mark Vondel and Michael Menchaca, sorry. Sixth row is going to be Larry Hensley and Tim White. Next is going to be Danny Barnes and John Darnell. Corey Wright and Sean Wiggins. Jeffrey Morrison and Brandon McKee. Daniel Falkingham and Kyler Wynn. Those are both going to be some contenders. Wait for them to move up through the field. Josh McCullough and Sterling Tice. Josh looking for a win after his birthday. Kenny McCullough and Asher Little. And rounding out your 25 car field is going to be Ambrose Knebel.
Mike was
Yeah,
muted. I had a great line.
well, could they hear me? Could they hear the grid?
They heard the grid. Yeah, they heard the grid fine. They just didn't hear my question right there.
Your question, what do you want to see? What do you think we're going to see out here as far as intensity and as far as hard racing goes? And to be honest with you, Luke, I think these guys are going to be ready to go back to that four-wide race, and we didn't see it that much in the Gen 6s because they perform differently. I think these guys are itching to get out there on some of those high lines and make some moves.
Yeah, no doubt. But we'll have to see. Who knows? It's going to be Nathan Harper and Jacob Wilkerson here, leading on the lines here, getting ready to go across the restart here out of this turn.
Yeah, Nathan Harper in that infamous red and beige screen or scheme out here. Number 7 car, he's going to be in command here as the pace car swoops in. Cody Nagel's first race with Master of the High Banks, I do believe, Luke. So we're going to be able to see what he can get going here as they're going across the tri-oval. Fans are on their feet. You want to call it, Luke?
Shut the hell up, Kevin. Boogity, boogity, boogity. This restart always gets me. We are green out here for the first time of the night.
Yeah, and here we go. Nathan Harper on the inside, but a good jump from that outside line. Wilkerson's going to get a taste of the lead here early. They're about side by side, though, coming into turn 1 and 2. They're going to be going up through the gears, up to their maximum speed, seeing what can happen. Nathan Harper getting the speed on the inside, pushed by Cody Nagels and John Ward. Some familiar faces. That outside line, though, they're going to have the speed coming out of the exit. And here they come. Nathan Harper is no longer clear of it. They're not as compacted as that inside line is, though, so maybe not getting as much speed as, yeah, this inside line's going to dominate into turns 3 and 4 for the first time tonight.
And it seems that outside line having some troubles here off the restart, but as soon as I say that, Cody Nagels and John Ward hopping up there to lead that outside line, and they're starting to get a move going now. Harper with the lead change up to the high line. Freddie Bassinez is going to be making a move there on that inside line now.
Freddie Bassinez also getting it done recently with Masters of the High Banks. Last night got a win.
And you gotta wonder if he's looking to repeat that same luck he had last night. The sideline's getting a little more compact now. They're starting to pick up together, and it's going to make it real competitive here for this inside line. Seen a couple of guys peeking at that third line a little bit. I don't think any of them are going to take it this early, but they're definitely looking at it.
Nathan Harper's still leading this one, but we've seen Wilkerson lose 5 positions. He's in 7th place now. Other than that, that front group isn't too different than what we saw. But third line's Bruin and Falkingham trying to take a lead on that. Kind of got pushed up off his line. That's going to strand out. Oh, never mind. They're picking up a lot more cars.
Oh yeah, Kyler wins with him, and I think that's Vicente Guerrero with him. I think maybe. Tough to say. I think that's the 43 car. No, that's Wilkerson, sorry.
John Ward pops up to that top line. Risky move for him, trying not to get split, and he doesn't.
And we're 3 wide for the lead now, Kevin.
Oh, and they're getting shaky. They're all moving around, getting on their preferred lines. That middle line has lost some speed, as they're not as tight as some of the other lines.
They get split near Falkingham. They're 4 wide right now on that second, third line.
Yeah, and that's going to split Wilkerson. So his start to this race
is a little squirrely on that inside.
A little bit worse.
Tim White getting a little squirrely on that inside line there. Holds it together. That's a dangerous spot to be between 2 working lines. Right up on the bumper of a guy. John Ward now leading that outside line with Falkingham and Wynn. He's going to be clear, and he's going to drop on that second line in front of Nathan Harper. Now it's John Ward, Cody Nagels, and Falkingham leading each line right now for the lead.
Yeah, that third line, it's got the cars, but I mean, it just doesn't seem to have the straightaway speed that we've seen be able to clear those inside 2 lines in the past.
A lot of lead changes out here tonight, Kevin. A lot of shuffling around, and Falkingham's loose on the third line. He holds it together.
Still shaking around. Wynn's giving him the benefit of the doubt, and they're going to sort that back out.
Oh, and they're still squirrely.
And I don't know if he hit him there, if that was just they both dropped in at the same time.
Either way, some scary stuff happening out here on lap 6. Lines have broken up a little bit because of it. They're trying to catch up.
Some of the guys muscling their way into the second line off that top side.
You have to remind me, Kevin, what's our fast repair and tire situation looking like tonight?
Tires unknown. Fast repair, we're looking at 1 on the night. Tires won't really be a big issue, though, I don't believe.
File through the front right now. John Ward leading the outside line. Nathan Harper makes a transfer up in front of him now, and that's going to lead the inside for Cody Vasquez. Pushed by the number 45 of Sean Corbett. They're line moving a little bit back there near the back, but I don't think there's going to be any other takers right now. They saw how it looked there a couple laps ago, and I think they're wanting to just hold it a little more together here for a lap or so.
Nathan Harper, though, he's really taking control of this race. He started out on the pole, and he's sitting right where he started. John Ward's made up a couple spots. I think biggest mover as far as the wrong way would have to be Wilkerson, as he's lost 18 spots so far tonight. Or 17 spots.
Yeah, there's still a lot of racing left to go. There's always room to make this stuff up, so
Absolutely.
we'll see how he adapts. And Cody Nagels led the charge on that outside line there for a moment. He drops into the second and all the way, a little indecisive. He goes down to the inside with Harper. Now Cody Nagels leading the inside line. The line's being led by Kyler Wing, being pushed by, I believe that's Kenny McCullough. Josh is behind him. I think we're seeing that fourth line getting peeked at, Kevin.
Yeah, I think we are, and it's going to be risky. Are they going to try for it?
John Ward slips out to the outside line in front of Kyler.
14 car was thinking about it, but I don't think they're going to do it right now.
Nope. Third line's losing vehicles. They're starting to slow down a little bit there. A lot of transfers happening still. They're swapping all around right now. I see Josh McCullough up there peeking at that fourth line. He's still looking at it. He's got the number 8 behind him now. Are they going to make a run for that fourth line? And it's looking like they're going to give it a shot, maybe.
Be back into the third for a little bit of draft real quick before they give it a shot. We are officially 4 wide out here.
And Michael Barksdale, I apologize, but those are actually Andy Cap's ranch fries. I would fuck up some tortilla chips, though, if I had them available.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Put the fucking chips away. Cody Nagels leading on the inside, but here comes Nathan Harper. He's in a good spot on that second line. It's a strong 4 wide now. It's I want to say at least 3 cars on each one of the lines. Third line actually having
Bumping a little bit. And this is what the
14
Masters of the
bumps.
High Banks is all about, Kevin. This is this great 4 wide racing here for the lead that we love to see, and it's testy out here. These guys all got to hold their lines just perfect if they don't want to wreck out here, using all the track out here at Talladega.
Yeah, 14 car of Josh McCullough really found his way to the front, not afraid to use that fourth line. So we're going to have to see how that plays out for him.
And he's got Kenny giving him the pushes, so definitely some trained drafters right there. They know what they're doing. But the lead swapping around up there near the front. Cody's opting to take that second line, and Freddie once again having the lead on the inside now. Freddie is likely looking to recreate the success he saw last night out here with the Masters of the High Banks. He's now on the inside line on lap 14.
Yeah, and that fourth line is just starting to die off a little bit. Josh is trying to push it into John Ward, but not getting the speed they need. And I think that the line's going to start losing a lot of momentum. I wouldn't be surprised to see them drop back into the third here if they can.
Yep, they're going to, I think, yep.
10 car of okay is now down a lap, so he's not doesn't really life out here. Oh.
Yeah, Kevin, this is just not his day.
Cody Nagel's really doing what he can to control these lines, though. I mean, it's got to be hard out here trying to stay out in front of all 3 charging lines. But doing a pretty good job right now. He's giving Nathan Harper a shot at that. And they're both going to try the inside line now. Through the tri-oval.
Kevin, it seems like a lot of flip-flop out here for the lead so far from what we've seen tonight. But we've stayed green out here, knock on wood, of course, but they've kept it very, very clean out here for 16 laps. We've seen 3, 4, we've seen all kinds of racing out here so far, and they're really making everything work right now.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm trying to get a read on the fuel situation for you.
Alright. I can give it a look if you want.
How?
Like this. 65%.
Oh, I know what that is, but I mean like the actual window as far as laps go.
No, I do not know that.
I figured as much.
Fucking Kevin.
What?
I don't know, I just kind of felt like saying that. Anyways, Freddie Bassinet leading on the inside line still, and Cody Nagel's leading the outside line. Nathan Harper giving the pushes to Freddie on the inside, but Freddie opting to go up there up top with Nathan Harper. Or Cody, sorry. And you see John Darnell back there in the back with Brandon McKay. And they're drafting together, trying to make anything work. They're very, very off pace right now. They're about 17 seconds and growing back from the leaders as they're 2 file wide. Getting the speed going. They're going significantly faster. We'll take a look here. Just looking at Freddie right now. He's leaving the inside line. He's doing about 195 in the back straight. Just looking at these guys there. Granted, they're going through the turns, but they're not going anywhere near 190 at the moment. So they're definitely off pace there.
Yeah, look, I'm reading the fuel windows looking at around 27, so definitely going to need a pit at some point throughout this race, and the way things are shaping out right now, it looks like it's going to be a green flag pit.
Oh, never mind! And Kevin spoke too soon, and Sean Corbett's on the fucking wall!
Oh, that's going to collect multiple cars.
Oh, man. And Sean Corbett, I mean, just got sent through the fucking wall right there. I don't even know how that thing's still driving.
Whew, that was a hard hit.
That it was.
And then it came back, and there was a second hard hit. I'm trying to get a read on who that was for.
Let's maybe go to the overhead here and see if we can figure out what happened.
Minimal damage for the 18 car as well. Trying to see Jeffrey Morrison. I don't know how bad it was for him.
Looks like that number 7 just got a little tight down there on the inside. That's going to be the number 7 car of... bear with me. Danny Barnes. He reads the number 24 for us. We'll go back, maybe watch his onboard. Interesting.
got a read on this one, Luke. I was talking to a driver.
Oh, here, you be the judge. I'm about to play it back one more time. You ready?
Yep, I'm watching. We're looking at Bastinas right now.
This is the overhead of Danny Barnes.
Danny Barnes. Okay, he's in the 7. I get those pinks mixed up.
Yep. Just pay attention to the white line.
Oh, I'm looking. Yeah, I think Danny Barnes got a little too low on trying to side draft, and I think that one's kind of cut and dry. Earlier in that sequence, Ward was drifting up a little bit, but I mean, see what I'm saying about the after effects?
Yeah, the 27. He literally, there's a little side pimp bounce there. Lands it. Oh, that still gets into the wall.
Yeah.
Unfortunate for all those involved, but just as I imagine, we just catch them as they're all leaving the pitch. The whole field is in and on their way out now, Kevin. Tyler Wynn leads the charge out there with Cody Nagels behind him and Freddie Bastinas in third. And hey, we're 21 laps into this thing, Kevin. We've seen a considerable amount of racing out here. We've only seen one caution, though. Do you think we're going to see, we're going to see the same thing out here? We're going to see a few cautions? Do you think it's going to get a little more hectic out here after it's happened, or what do you read?
Well, I typically say when we see that first one, they get a little shaky off the restarts, and more follow. But I will say I don't know if they can make it to the end on fuel. So I think if they can, we're gonna see some hard racing early. We might see some cautions early. If they can't, I think we're gonna see a lot of what we just saw. But I don't know, Luke. What do you think?
I mean, I think it's like what you said. I mean, it's very dependent on what the fuel window situation is going to look like. I mean, you pretty much worded it. You got it there, spot on. I mean, it really just comes down to what that fuel window situation is going to look like for these guys. Big fan of the trucks, Kevin?
Yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites.
Very fun. Speaking of trucks out here, let's maybe go and take a look at some of the schemes we got rocking today. Harper in that car you like. There's Asher Little. We'll ride the Lightning truck. Big fan of Metallica, Kevin? I was going to ask you the same thing, Kevin. Big fan of Metallica?
I'm a pretty big fan of Metallica.
Wearing one of their shirts right now.
There you go. What's that one?
Mark Vondell in the USA Hockey. Corey Wright was the one that we saw do a little pimp bounce there.
Okay.
There in the Budweiser car. John Ward, classic. Either way, a lot of nice schemes out here for these guys running tonight. This is only the first race we're seeing with these fellas tonight. They're going to be going green this upcoming time by. It's going to be lap 23 of 50. We're going to be getting really, really close to that halfway point, Kevin.
Yeah, and I like I said, I don't really know what the read is on the fuel, but I think it wouldn't be surprising to me if we come out and see these guys right away put it 3, maybe even 4 wide.
Pace car's making its way in, and we're getting ready to go green out here this time, Kevin, and it's our first restart of the afternoon. How will it go? They're making their way to the restart zone now. Flagman's got the green flag in the air. And we are green out here once again at Talladega with the Masters of the High Banks.
Yeah, Flagman waving that thing like crazy, letting them know that they got about half this race left and they got to make some moves. Your top 5 read Wynn, Nagels, Bassinez, Kilde, and Guerrero.
Oh boy, and they're racing pretty tight right there for the lead right now. Kyler Wynn leading that. Cody Nagels on his outside. Or Kyler Wynn and Cody Nagels on the outside, sorry, with Freddie Bassinez on the inside. And there's that third line being led by the number 43, Kevin. That's Jacob Wilkerson. 3 wide right off this restart.
Uh-oh, so blinking.
Oh, and we're seeing some shuffling going on in the front.
Yeah, Cody Nagel's not where he wants to be due to that blinking, I do believe.
Back to 2 wide, and there's that third line once again. This time being led by the number 14, I want to say. Oh, they're shuffling all around, Kevin. And is that a truck inside of a truck right there?
That's what I was just wondering.
What in the Sam hell fuck was that?
It was definitely something.
Yeah, we're seeing 3 wide out there all throughout the backfield, Kevin. Third line's starting to pick up some vehicles. And there's that 4th line being led by one of the McCullows, Kevin. That's Kenny with Falkingham behind him. Kyler Wynn looking at him as well.
Third line not giving him the most amount of room, though.
Oh, they're not. But that doesn't matter. They're going to get things going, and they've got some speed out here despite only being 2 cars.
Yeah, they're making it through. Kenny drops in, though. Kind of leaves Falkingham to dry out there. Falkingham also going to drop all the way down to the 2nd line there. Freddie Bassinez leading out here, though, on the inside line right now.
3 wide for your lead, and ooh. Boy, it is a close race right there for the lead. That 3rd line and 2nd line, they have the speed, no doubt. They're about 2 cars clear, and oh, they're shuffling around up there for the front. They get fanned out a little bit. A couple of the guys getting loose. Oh my god, and everyone's loose. Holy shit.
Yeah, everyone's just, I mean, hanging onto it by a thread right now.
Oh my god. They're shuffling around. I mean, it's... I feel it. It's coming. Yeah, if they don't sort this out, it's coming. We're just looking choppy on these lines right now. But seems to be a little better going through turns 1 and 2 on lap 25, or with 25 laps to go. Oof, man. Cody Nagels not giving that 2nd line any room to breathe.
Really working that side draft right now.
Oh, yeah. Doing everything he can to try to keep as much speed off that 2nd line. And I gotta say, he's making it work. He's holding them up pretty good.
Yeah,
but he
he's
doesn't
giving
have
some speed to that inside line.
He just doesn't quite have the support behind him right now, I don't think. They only got 4 cars as of now. Oh, and Kenny's sideways! And we're wrecking in the back.
It's going to be Corey Wright, Kenny McCullough.
Oh!
And somebody just caught a fucking stray there at the end.
That would be Sean Wiggins. Oh, man. And we see number 2 happen out here, Kevin.
Yes, we do. We're going to have to see what caused that one because they were not running too tightly back there. Oh, yeah, they were.
Oh, yeah, they were.
It's going to happen between Kenny and Corey right there on that middle and inside line.
Falkingham getting up in front of Kenny. Kenny had the speed, and I think Kenny just thought he was clear on the inside in front of Corey Wright.
Yeah, he tried to shoot the gap there, and it just was not there.
Quite work out in his favor, and
oh,
that was a nasty hit. Sean Wiggins just took there from Corey Wright at the end of that wreck, and that's no doubt going to leave a good number of these guys getting ready to make their way into the pits, Kevin. And look how slow these guys are going.
Trying to wait for it to open up, let the pace car by.
Oh, yeah. And here come the pits, Kevin.
Here comes the cavalry, and it's going to be everybody, I think.
Yep. So far, everyone. Yep, everybody. All the guys on their way out. I believe it's going to be Freddie Bassinez with the win out of pit road there. Adam Kilday running P2, Cody Nagels in third, and Kyler Wynn in fourth place. And a little McCullough on McCullough crime in the chat right now. But all things considered, though, Kenny's really not sitting in a bad spot at all, Kevin. After that pit cycle, he made his way up to 10th place.
Interesting. Did he box?
Oh,
I guess he has the fast. Well.
Oh, and no, he did not take that fast repair.
Okay.
So it looks like he.
At all.
Nope. I think Oh no, he didn't. He didn't then. Sorry, no, he didn't.
Yeah, because sure he's gonna take that fast repair there, and I'm sure it's gonna kill his time, regardless. Because we got what is it, 25 cars in the lead lap out here. And I don't think he's going to make it to the into the race looking like that.
No, I doubt it, but he's going to be making his way around with the rest of the guys here. I imagine he's probably going to be taking his pit. Yep, looking like Kenny's going to make his way in. So is Josh. I think Von Dell, and there's quite a few other of the drivers in right now. So we got Tim White, Joshua McCullough, Kenny McCullough. They're all just shuffling around. Darnell's in there, Ward's in there. A lot of the guys in, and a lot of the guys probably getting ready to make their way out here. And out of that bunch making their way out, I believe that was that Tim E. White leading that group out? Yep. Tim White, he's going to be in 15th place after leading those guys out of pit road. They are going to have the slightly fresher cars out here. But I believe we'll be going green this time by, and it's going to be 21 laps to go out here. And the gap's starting to close out here, Kevin. They're going to have to start thinking about their final moves and start getting a plan together if they want to put themselves in a money spot in this race.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we still have over 20 laps to go, so I wouldn't put it as, the witching hour quite yet, but I would say some of these drivers are going to start putting the pedal to the metal because I think that's going to do it on pits for fuel.
Definitely start thinking about what they're going to do out here. But still a decent bit of racing left to go out here. It's going to be Freddie Bassinez leading, I believe, on the outside line, and Adam Kilday leading on the inside line. It looks like Freddie's opting to take the outside line here off this restart. We're going to be going green this time by out of this turn. We're getting ready to go green out here, Kevin. It's our second restart. Look at that inside line filed through.
Flagman's ready. We're ready. Fans are on their feet. They're ready. Hopefully these drivers are ready, and we're going to see a green run out here. They are into the Geiger restart zone, and we are green for the third time out here with Masters of the High Banks at sunny Talladega.
And a good jump there for the outside line. Freddie Bassinez, he's got a pretty good jump there. He's going to opt to slide down the inside line. A little indecisive there. He goes back up to the high line, leaving the 85 of Adam Kilday with the opportunity at the lead inside line, and he's going to take it. Now he's your race leader going in the backstretch. Promising start there for that outside line. They've kept quite a bit of speed here throughout the duration of this restart, but almost getting... Yeah, they got 2 cars clear there, but Kyler Wynn, the only one that decides to drop, and now he's leading the inside line. Despite having less cars, that outside line making moves, and Freddie Bassinez dropping down to the inside now. A lot of moving around going on in the front there. Freddie Bassinez leading the outside line, and Kyler Wynn leading the inside line going across the restart here once again. Across the tri-oval. Those guys behind him are starting to make up some ground there and start to catch up a little bit, but definitely off speed just a little bit. Finally catching things back up here. Inside line's getting a little more together, but a lot of the guys choosing new lines out here. We're seeing the third line now starting to be created. I believe that is led by Sean Corbett. Asher Little almost getting lost out there into that third line. He's riding right behind Freddie Bassinez on the outside line. I believe they're approaching a lap car right now, Kevin. Yeah, that's the number 27 of Corey Wright. He was involved in the last 2 incidents, so no doubt he had to take a lengthy repair there, and he's just going to stick up to that third line up here away from the leaders. And good on him for staying out of their way.
Yeah, that was a good move. Looks like that inside line's getting it done, though. Kyler Wynn holding onto this lead, at least through the turns.
What's going on? What's going on, everyone in the chat? They're splitting it up here. They're 3 wide now. Asher Little getting stranded in the middle line. But they're filing up behind him now. Already dropping all the way to the inside.
It's going to give him a big run, actually. Has some indecisiveness behind Falkingham, though, as to which line to go. But here comes that middle line. They were dead just a second ago, and now they got the speed.
Crazy how fast a little bit of drafting can change the outcome of these races, Kevin. I mean, we can see just in a couple turns there, it can get either line here a shot. That third line now almost completely dissipated. They're going to file back in and be 2-file all the way through. Approaching a few more. Oh! Freddie trying to slide up there to that second line, and he gets stranded on the third line. Now he's going to lose some speed here by himself. And, a little bit of a bump there from the 18. Freddie getting someone else up there with him. That's the 32 of... What is that? Michael Machaca. Oh, boy.
Some more lap traffic.
Yep, that's Kenny McCullough. Tim White, he's on the third line right now, and yeah, he's going to file his way back down behind him. Has to stay away from that lap car.
Absolutely.
Asher Little looking to go to the inside. They're getting a little choppy on the pushes there. Passing another lap car. I believe that's the number 50 of Sean Wiggins. They're 3 wide back there, passing him. 4 wide around the lap traffic, and they're bumping a little bit in the back. Getting a little squirrely, but they hold it together. And that's Freddie Bassinez all the way near the back now, Kevin. He just fell all the way up there from like P1 back to 21 right now. After getting stranded on that third line. How about Daniel Falkingham now, your race leader? next straightaway now. 2 file wide there for the lead, but that third line looking like it's starting out there once again. Third line getting speed now. They only got 3 trucks with them, but they're making some speed now. They're caught up to the third row now.
Yeah, and Luke, we're looking like top 5 payouts out here tonight, so these guys are pushing it as hard as they can, trying to get into that top 5 paying position, which really is just going to be the top 2 rows, maybe, because, you know, these guys go 3 wide.
Sometimes
Across
4
the
wide.
finish. Sometimes 4 wide. We could see only 1 car not on the front row making it into a paying position out here.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to see out here, but it's going to be 13 laps to go this time by, and the laps are flying by, Kevin. These guys are, we've seen a little bit of shuffling around out here, but overall they've been very clean off this restart so far. Still 2 file wide, and I imagine they're probably going to be looking to try to run this one out here.
Oh,
and I think I just saw a blown motor, and holy shit! Oh my...
Oh, the whole fucking field.
Holy shit! And oh boy, that was a nasty one.
Who blew up?
I have no idea. I just saw smoke, all the vehicles still straight, and then I just saw cars in the wall. We're gonna definitely have to go back and check that out. I'm reading a lot of vehicles crashing in that incident, Kevin. Now, my real question is, where did that happen?
It happened right behind.
Oh, P2. It happened in the second row. The second row. Who's leading that second row? Who is that? That's Ambrose Nebel. He's on the he's the pusher of that second line. I'll tell you what, we'll just go to his on. What the fuck did I just open? We're gonna go to his onboard. Maybe take a look. Oh yeah, and you can see right there on the. It's a little tough to see, but the gauge there on the top left of his clusters there, he's running about 220 before they go into this turn.
That's not bad.
Which isn't horrible, but it seems like it was just enough to.
That's very odd to me because
oil
it does
temp
not look that bad.
Oil temp shows 220. Oh no. That could be an inaccurate reading on our part. I don't know. But we'll maybe watch here so we can listen. And definitely a blown motor there. And that causes a lot of the drivers to be involved in that one. Man, and who was the one that just who was the one that did flips there? Who is that? I think that's Corey Wright just trying to make up spots. I think he's like 3 laps down. He sees a wreck.
Okay. Buttonif says this doesn't show the gauges for us.
Okay.
So
got it. Makes sense. So he was probably running way hotter than we thought. And God, Corey Wright riding on his hood there for a little bit. Did a bit of a spin there on top of the 15. Yeah, we're
Asher Little with a hard hit in that one. Is he back onto the track yet?
Asher Little, no, he's still reading in the pits. Joshua McCullough making his way out. I think he was involved in that a little bit. Sean Corbett is still in there. Larry Hensley still in there. I'm seeing Jeffrey Morrison, Asher Little, Nebel, and Wright all still in the pits right now. Yeah, definitely a wild third caution out here, Kevin. That was I can't lie, that was one of the cooler wrecks I've seen. That was, I'm one for wrecks, but regardless, it's going to be a very unfortunate sequence of events out there for some of the guys on the track.
Yeah, and some of these guys probably have a fast repair, but that only goes so far.
Oh, yeah.
Track position's king, and we're gonna have 10 or less laps to go. Or we're gonna have 9 laps to go out here when we go green, so.
Kyler Wynn going to be your leader on the inside line here off this restart. Cody Nagel's on his outside.
We got some more leaving the pits now.
Mm-hmm. Kevin, you'll have to, I don't know how to do this here, but I don't think we've had a poll going on in here for the night. Want to maybe get one going?
Yeah, I'll cook something up.
So we can get a little something going for the fellas in the chat. Different pit strategies going from P1 through 5 and then from P6 and back. It's looking like most of the guys running up through P1 and 5 pit lap 27. Guys behind him pit on lap 39. So a little different strategy going on, but we'll see who comes out on top out here.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to be 9 laps to go when we go green here. And Kyler Wynn, I mean, he's dominated as of late in these super speedway races, so I don't think he's a bad pick. Cody Nagels, in his Master of the High Banks debut, to my knowledge, also has put out a great performance out here.
And the pace car is making its way in, and we're going to be going green after our third caution out here of the evening, Kevin.
And we are green out here at Talladega for the 4th time tonight. And here we go, 9 laps to go. Kyler Wynn in the lead. Cody's going to drop down early.
Outside line really off speed here. They only got 3 cars behind them, but they had a good jump off the restart. And Daniel Falkingham leading the outside line right now. Vicente Guerrero leading the inside. And the guys behind him are all catching up now. They're getting up to speed. Falkingham drops to the inside. Wilkerson now leading the outside. The outside line's getting a bit of a run going now.
Yeah, with 8 to go, these cars are definitely moving, but it's going to be interesting to see what lines are picked up, because right now we're only seeing 2 wide.
And the laps are starting to dwindle down now. These guys are going to start making their moves here anytime soon. A bit of shuffling going on the outside line. Falkingham drops to the inside. Guerrero stays on the outside, and he's leading the outside now.
Uh-oh, Chris. We'll be watching. Hopefully you give us some excitement to commentate about.
That's Xfinity, correct?
Yeah, it's gonna be Xfinity
Oh,
here
and
at
the leaders
Talladega.
in the wall. Who is that? I think that's Guerrero. Vicente Guerrero
It's
got up into the wall.
Darnell.
No, that's Guerrero.
Oh, it is Guerrero. Darnell's fading as well.
Go back and look. We're still green out here. I just want to see what happened out there. He was leading that outside line. Bit of a awkward push there from, I think, Wilkerson. And he's going to have to come into the pits now. Wilkerson's still running in that front bunch. He's in the middle of that second pack right now. Running around the battle for P7, 11. Still 2 file wide all the way through. It's going to be 5 laps to go this next time by. Kevin Fulkingham just dropped down to the inside. He's leading the inside. Nathan Harper on his outside. You see Josh McCullough looking at that third line just a little bit. How about it, Kevin? Kenny McCullough back up in the bunch. He's in P13. Back on the lead lap.
Absolutely. He was able to pick his laps up throughout these cautions, and he's looking in a better spot than he was.
And now with Josh behind him, they're going to be looking at that third line, and I think we're about to see him take it. Yep, there they go. They're getting that third line started. No surprise there. They're no stranger to those high lines, Kevin. And they're going to see if they can get it working out here with just 5 laps to go. Fulkingham still leading the outside line now with Cody Nagels on his inside. Nathan Harper giving Fulkingham pushes. Fulkingham swapping around, going back down to the inside. And how about that outside line now being led by Wilkerson? See the 51 of Freddie Bassinez hopping up there in front of them, and now they've got cars. That third line has now got 5 cars, and they're starting to move. Here's what we love to see, Kevin. We're getting that 3 wide action started out here. And we're seeing someone turned in the back. They holding it together. Who is that? That's, I think, Darnell and... that's Darnell and Mkay.
Yeah, Freddie Bassinez leading this one out here, though. As we're down to only 4 laps to go, and they're 3 wide all the way through.
Yeah, they're about to lap Vicente Guerrero here. Getting ready to go out of turn 4 here, and I think he's going to opt to just slide all the way up there to that 4th line and hold that out for him as the leaders make their way around him. There's 19 cars on your, or trucks on your lead lap here now, Kevin, and it's 3 laps to go out here. Oh! The number 7's Luth. Harper's in the wall.
Oh, man.
Oh, and that was
That's
a nasty one. Harper's up in the wall, and he's down on the apron and smoking.
That's going to be contained, so, you know.
Man.
No caution. Oh, there's a caution.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Was that for Harper? Yeah, that was just for him, I think. I do wonder what happened there. Ooh, Nathan Harper running very, very tight to that inside line, I think. Honestly, I think they held it pretty well, though, for the most part. But let's see if we watch here. It's really tough to say there. You could definitely make an argument there for that one either way, I'll be honest. As always, we showed you guys what happened there. Make your own conclusions there. But regardless, that's going to be a very, very unfortunate turn of events there for Nathan Harper. As I believe he is back on the track, or not in the pits yet. He's still smoking. He's going to probably be making his way in this time. That's our fourth caution, Kevin. One more, and
Yeah, it is.
that's gonna decide the pole. We got 75% on the under and only 25 taking the over.
Yeah, and it's interesting, and no one really trusting in that over. They have faith in the drivers out here. With it being your first overtime of the night, you know, they just got to get around one lap to seal the deal on it.
Yeah, we know these guys are very clean. I imagine we're probably going to see it off this restart. I don't think they'll have any trouble getting to that white flag, but Cody Nagels and Daniel Falkingham going to be your leaders here when we go green. I think it's going green next time by. How many green-white checkers? We got 3 available green-white checkers, and you'll have to bear with me. I almost just spilt my beer there. We have 3 available green-white checkers of the night. It's going to be our first, so room for more if we need it, but I don't imagine we will with these guys. Either way, I think it's going to be an exciting ending either way to this race. Look at some of these leaders here and look at their different there we go. So just looking at your leaders here, looking at their pit situations. Cody, Kyler, and Adam were they all took their pit on lap 29 out here, okay? So they're the only ones running a little bit earlier of a pit than the rest of these guys out there around them. So, you think that'll pay into anything out here later on in this race, Kevin? In these last couple laps, think that's gonna weigh in on how these guys might finish, or you think it's gonna have any effect?
I don't think it'll have much effect unless fuel's an issue, which I really have no clue. I don't think there's gonna be that much of an effect. Oh, but
Cody
they are saving the hell out of that fuel. So.
Cody and Kyler both maybe doing some fuel saving here. Actually, all 3 of them. Yep, all 3 of them going for a little bit of a fuel saving here. And I think that might come into play, Kevin. I don't think they're worried about it right now, but I think they're just doing it in case, we see another one.
Yeah, multiple green-white checker.
Because remember, we got 2 more available if we need it. Yeah, we got 2 more. Chris Carter, I'm looking at your message there in the chat. I would say is if you don't have a breathalyzer on you, then I don't think there really is a limit to how good the drive in a sim race. I think you should just give it a shot. I think it'd make for some good broadcasting, but you do you. But either way, we're going to be getting ready to go green out here this time by Kevin, and they're still doing some fuel saving there on the inside, getting ready for this restart. We're getting ready to go green, Kevin. That pace car is making its way in. Getting ready to go across the Geico restart out here, maybe for the last time out here in this truck race with the Masters of the High Banks. Official's got the flag in the air. And he's getting ready to wave it. And boogity, 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 we are green out here. Maybe for the last time. With the Masters of the High Banks trucks.
Yeah, 2 to go. How about Cody Nagels on the inside, Daniel Falkingham on the outside? That is a strong front line. Not happening, Kenny. I think I'm gonna fall asleep as is.
Kenny, if I didn't have work at the ass crack of dawn in the morning, I probably would. But do we got a
But
broadcast
regardless,
tomorrow, Kevin?
no, Luke. I don't know. It doesn't matter. There's 2 to go.
Gotcha.
Cody Nagels on the inside, Falkingham on the outside. 2x2 still. No third line is opened up. And I think, not to jinx things, but I think we're getting the white flag here. White flag, 1 to go.
There it is.
Cody Nagels on the inside, looking for a win in his Masters of the High Banks debut. Daniel Falkingham trying to strip it from him. How about Tim White on a big run? And he's riding the lightning, Luke.
That he is, Kevin, and he's sitting right behind the pusher of that inside line, and they're getting a little shuffled around, and they're wrecking in the back. White flag's in the air, it doesn't matter. We're still racing out here. That second line doesn't have very many vehicles. The third line definitely has the most right now. Getting ready to go through turns 3 and 4. They're 3 wide, Kevin, and it's about to happen out here. And how about Kenny McCullough leading that outside line, Kevin?
Yeah, Kenny McCullough's come from who knows where, and he's in the lead.
He's going to drop down to the second, Kevin, but he's going to lose a little bit of speed here going through the tri-oval, and he gets turned a little bit, and Cody Nagels gets the win. And Kenny's flipping through the fucking air. And holy shit.
And how about John Ward? He came from out of nowhere, too.
And boy, what
the big names come out and get it done here tonight.
Oh, yeah. And jeez, what a finish out here. And what a win for Cody Nagels, if I'm not mistaken, Kevin. Isn't this his first race out here with the Masters of the High Banks?
I believe so.
And if so, what a, an impressive first race out here for Cody. Yeah, Kenny, I could probably get behind that. I believe we're going to see some victory shitties here. Wow, what an exciting ending to an exciting race out here. That just makes me more excited for this Xfinity race we got coming up, Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to remind you guys, that's going to be in about 2 hours, so you guys have plenty of time to do what you got to do. But as for now, let's get some interviews in here. I think we're going to go 1, 2, 3, starting with your race winner, because that's all I'm seeing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull over Cody.
Yeah, bring him on in. We'll probably hit him while he's doing it, or while he's getting ready to do his victory shitties.
Hey, Cody, you guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Hey, man, how about that race? You come out here in what I believe is your Masters of the High Banks debut, and you get it done. On that restart, you had the positioning correct, and you were able to take it home and get a win here in your first race out here. How did you feel the race went?
I mean, it was a really clean race. There was a lot of heavy side drafting, but everyone was able to save it, and I think it helped that the track was pretty grippy out there. I think it was like 70-degree track temp, so bottom lane was really strong, and I decided just to hold the bottom and hope for the best on the last restart. I knew that I was going to be really close, and I exited the tri-oval and I was sputtering, and I just dumped the clutch in, and Kyler gave me a couple good pushes right at the line, and I was able to narrowly get the win over Kenny. So yeah, it was a good race, clean race, and I was glad I was able to get it done tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And been a while since we talked to you. Will we be seeing more of you over here in Masters of the High Banks? We were a little surprised to see you.
Yeah, I'll be around, kind of just a night-to-night thing, but I talked to Jimmy before the race and figured I'd hop in over here and see what I could do. And I was very impressed with the racing, which it doesn't really surprise me because Jimmy's known for I don't know what he does, but he can definitely keep people in line to get the racing pretty good. So, big shout out to Jimmy for doing that. And I don't know if I'll race the second one or not. The fiance might want to watch something with me, and we got some TV time to get caught up on. So we'll see. But if I'm not here in the second race, I'm looking forward to the next one for sure.
Just saying, you could show her your
Absolutely.
your little highlight reel from the ninth gear broadcast. It's about to end here in a minute.
Oh, I will for sure.
Hey, absolutely. Congratulations on getting the win out here tonight, Cody. Go celebrate. If we see you in the next one, we look forward to it. If not, we understand. But anyone like to shout out before we get you out of here?
Yeah, I want to thank you guys at Ninth Gear. Give a shout out to Jimmy again, everyone at Nightmare Esports, Michaela for letting me race, and Wagner's Welding for being on the hood, Icon Apparel, and yeah, I think that's about it. Hey, Ashton, give me a big old yeet. Yeet. My kids are back here watching me. So
Hell yeah, absolutely. Yeah, congratulations, Cody.
thank you.
We
Get
heard
it
him on
done
the way
right
out.
before. Yep, right on the way out, and definitely some celebration in order for him. I don't see anybody else in the
John Ward's in third.
interview. Okay,
Yeah, you can bring him in here.
he's in his team call. Hell, I'll bring him on over and bother the hell out of him for a second.
Hell yeah.
Hey, John, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey man, how about that race? That was an interesting race. You were starting, I think it was around 8th place on that restart, and seemed like you picked the right spot to go to get yourself into a podium finish there. You want to talk us through how that one went?
Yeah. It was a good race. The start was awesome, four wide, and everybody, but had a couple yellows. But man, on that last restart there, I knew it was fast. The track was real fast tonight, and I knew the third was gonna get going. I said if they got a lane coming, I'm gonna jump up there. Kenny was in front of me. We usually work together. We're not on the team. We used to be, but he was. I said if he's gonna jump out, I'll go with him. I knew Josh was behind me, and he jumped out on the backstretch. And I didn't think I was gonna try to help him out. I didn't think we was gonna get clear, but he ended up getting clear, and I ended up getting in the money too. And shoot, man, that was a blast. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's really all you can ask for from these races. A clean, good finish to a clean, good race. It's my understanding that as far as the money racing community goes, it's been something of a stressful past 24 hours for you and some of the guys. How are you able to put that aside and lock in and get it done out here in the Masters of the High Banks?
Yeah, it's just adversity. I mean, usually when it gives me fuel and it gets me fired up and going, when stuff like that happens. But I've been doing this for a long time, and it comes natural to me, and just I don't know.
Hey, absolutely, and it came natural tonight as you were able to get into a top 3 spot and get yourself some extra cash. Congratulations on that, John. And you like to shout out before we get you out of here?
Yeah, I want to thank the McCulloughs, both of them, Josh and Kenny. We wouldn't have done it if we wouldn't work together there. You guys for broadcasting, Jimmy Crow, James Waring for doing the broadcast, the race control, I mean, and just everybody a part of Dega Pros.
Hey, we appreciate it, John, and congratulations.
Thank you.
That was John Ward getting it done, getting a 3rd place out here. Our last interview of the night. I know I did it in a funky order, but Kenny's here now, and we're gonna get him on over, and we're gonna get Jimmy Crow over after we do the top 3. But first things first, we're gonna get Kenny over and talk about that 3rd line run we saw there at the end.
Yeah, bring him in here. He had a wild run back up there to that front pack.
Hey, Kenny, you guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Hey, man, how about that race? It was kind of a rough start to it. You were fighting uphill for a good majority of it, and then I mean there at the end, you and John and Josh and the rest of the guys made that 3rd line work, and it shot out of a cannon. You were able to get a 2nd place out of it. You want to talk us through how that race went?
Yeah, like I said, the early part, I caused the caution there. I came down across the dude's nose. I felt real bad about it, but yeah, it was the race. The first run there was like awesome. That was some good full wide racing there. A lot of net code going on, but yeah, I think if I'd have stayed up there, I might have got the win. But I seen Daniel's line dropping, and I was going to try to help pull him up. And damn, if he didn't try to screw me at the end, anyways, I figured he'd give me a little bump there and maybe get me the win. But some guys in here don't like to push, and some do. But I'll just put put that behind me and write it down on a piece of paper.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all you can do. I will say, I think you dropping down probably is what gave John a podium finish as well. So definitely a good finish for all of you guys that opted to that top line there at the end. Will we see you for the next race? I think it's in about 2 hours, and if so, you think you can carry the momentum?
I'm gonna try to make it, man. That's a little late for me, but I'd like to make it for sure. I don't miss too many of these things for sure. Been doing this for about 7 years now, I think, and
Hey,
I'm one of the ones that are known not to miss too many. So I'm gonna try to be there.
hey, absolutely. And at the very least, we'll see you tomorrow. Congratulations on a second place out here tonight, Kenny. And anyone like to shout out before we get you out of here?
Yeah, thank Jimmy for putting the race on. Like I said, awesome full wide running there. Can't get no better full wide for sure. Thank y'all for doing the broadcast, and thank Ward there. I'm always trying to lend Ward a hand. Ward's a good guy, and he'll help when he can. So thanks Ward there, and thank my team. I appreciate it.
Hey, absolutely. Congratulations, Kenny.
Thank you, buddy.
How's Kenneth McCullough getting it done in a second place fashion out here? And those were our top 3 interviews, Luke. And now I'm gonna get in Jimmy Crow. Before we close out for this portion of the night. Hey, Jimmy, guys in the booth, you got a copy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's
Hey,
going
what's
on,
up, man?
Jimmy?
How about that race? I'm gonna
Hey,
go on a limb
all
here
I'm
and
gonna
assume you're
say-
happy.
Hey, all I'm gonna say about this race, boys, y'all been hearing me preach this and preach this and preach this. It don't matter if you're a big dog or a little dog, long as you can hold your mother effing line. And that was proof tonight. You look at this field, it was a good mix of so-called little, so-called bigs, but they all showed up and they held their damn line. And that was one of the longest 4-wide runs we've seen this week. So I'm
Yeah.
damn happy. We had some cautions that could have been avoided, like the one Kenny caused, and Kenny owned up to it real quick. A guy that wins as much as he does, he put ego aside and owned up to it right away. Big shouts out to Kenny on that one. He knew that was a driver awareness one that could have been avoided. Ambrose's blown engine at that point in the race, in my eyes, a little early for a blown engine. And y'all probably heard me on comms reminding the guys about the blown engines, but Ambrose was doing his best, focused up there, pushing. Good seeing him up there. Tonight there was guys I didn't really know in here, and they came out and showed out. It was a part of a really long green flag 4-wide run. That's why I like that 65% fuel. But hey, I'm tickled with. You look at that field, man. It was just a good mix of all different skill sets to come out and put a run like that. That's one of the best runs I've seen this week, bar none, anywhere. So, hey, I'm good. I hope my haters enjoyed it. I hope the guys that didn't want to come race wish they were in this race, because that's what it's all about. I want to have good racing to where they're like, damn, I wish I would have put whatever thing I had keeping me from coming wanting to race. So I'm extremely, extremely pleased with this race, man. I know the shit show's around the corner, but we have enough time to go eat Taco Bell, get the shits before the second one. But hey, boys, I'm in a good mood, fellas.
Hey,
I was very proud of everybody, man. Everything I be
absolutely.
preaching. People think I was born at night, and it was last night. Everything I've been preaching right here. You hold your line, no matter big or little. You hold your damn line, can handle moves. We had a guy split people 4 wide in the back of the pack, and the back of the pack did their part, front of the pack did their part, and we had net code. That was crazy. Those 2 laps where we had about 4 net code wrecks. Everybody saved it. It was just a good race by everybody. Little too many cautions, but other than that, man, I'm very damn pleased, man.
Overall, just a
Yeah,
great night
absolutely.
to really just show what Masters of the High Banks is about.
Yeah, and
What?
that's what it's about, guys, man. I
will-
preach this to guys that are scared to come in here too. Come in here and get better, and then you can show up and show out elsewhere. Use this as a tool to get better, man. And I couldn't be more happier with this group that came and raced with me tonight, man. I really appreciate their effort, man. And like I always say, been saying it for 7 years, it gets greater later for all my haters. I know they're getting their popcorn ready, hoping for a shit show next race, but they didn't get it this one, and I appreciate the guys for not giving them ammo. But yeah, I love you guys. Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, absolutely. We appreciate it, Jimmy, and I'm sure we're gonna talk to you here later after the second race of the evening. But go
Oh, yeah.
celebrate what you can in the next about about hour 45.
Yeah, very damn proud, man. My goal is I want to get this racing so good. When you do lose, you feel like you won because you were a part of a damn good race, and that's my goal, and that's the standard, and that's what I'm striving for, man. I already had the fame, I already had all that, I already had 43 cars, I already had guys coming to my defense and on iRacing and Discord. Now I'm just hated, but hey, my whole goal is we want the best racing, man, and that's what we're trying to do here. Appreciate everybody racing. Hey, race two's coming up. Get signed in. We still got time. Appreciate Ninth Gear always on the call. Hey, right now I think y'all are broadcasting some of the best racing right now, boys, and I appreciate y'all doing it. And
Oh, yeah, we
shouts out to
appreciate it.
RC James. I want to give James a shout out. He's the most scrutinized RC because he is my RC partner. I appreciate him taking all the heat and all the hate with me and sticking with me. So shout out to RC James as well and all the drivers that sign up and come out here and participate, man. But I am so damn proud of this whole group, man. Little, big, whatever you call them. They were big dogs tonight, boys. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, absolutely, we appreciate it, Jimmy. And we'll talk to you later for sure.
Oh, yes, sir, man. Hey, that shit show could be around the corner next race. I'm praying it's not, but hey, we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, appreciate everybody, man. Masters of the High Banks, Jimmy Crow out, man. Hate us. Get your popcorn ready.
Jimmy Crow out, and what a first race we had out here tonight, Luke. Getting it done with the Masters of the High Banks. And I think we're going to get one more interview in here before we head out. We're going to get P4 finisher Kyler Wynn in here, who was up front all day. We're just going to, pick his brain about how that race went and if there was anything he could have done. I know he was
Hey, one more thing. Little insight. I was in the tower coming to the white flag, and I seen him behind Cody Nagels, and
Yeah.
I'll pull him up. And I seen him behind Cody Nagels. I was like, oh shit, come on, Kyler. And Kyler raced him clean. So hats off to him putting their different side and working together on that last lap. But here's the man, Kyler. I'm gonna hop off here, eat me a sandwich, and take me a little deuce. Y'all have a good one.
Absolutely. Hey, you too, Jimmy. Hey, Kyler, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, man, how about that run? You were running up front all day. There at the end on the restart, Jimmy was just talking about how maybe not wanting to push Cody there, but you did regardless. What was the thought process there?
I mean, I see it differently. I don't care who it is there, Cody or not. I'm gonna push him either way. Like, it doesn't benefit me to not push him there. So I'm not really sure what more I could have done. I mean, I'm gonna try and win the race. So the only way to do that was push Cody clear, push myself clear past with Cody. But I had to save a little bit of fuel there. On that last screen when I checked it, I still couldn't make it, so I was riding on 70% throttle behind Cody. And the third car was pushing really well, so that's what kept our lane there. But yeah, really tight on fuel. Cody started sputtering in the triangle, which I'm glad I'm glad he made it at the end because I was pushing him through there trying to keep him in a money spot, and it worked out.
Yeah, and got a P4 out of here, and if I'm not mistaken, that's cashing. I think it's top 5. But regardless, a good run for you. Will we see you in the next race? I think about 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm almost positive. Maybe I might fall asleep. We'll see. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be there.
Yep,
I
that's
don't
about how we're feeling.
Yeah, I don't enjoy the big car all that much. I think I enjoy the truck a little bit more. I mean, I prefer the Next Gen over anything. The Next Gen is the best car in the game when it comes to racing.
Yeah, a little bit of a hot take from what I've heard in the recent past, but regardless, we're interested to see if you can continue your hot streak out here in the Xfinity cars at 12:20 Eastern. So, congratulations on the success here tonight. A good run for you and a good run for all the guys out here. Clean race. And anyone like to shout out before we get you out of here?
Yeah, you guys for broadcasting. Phenomenal job as always. Jimmy for putting this on. James for RCing. Makes this all possible. Thank you guys.
Hey, we appreciate it, Kyler. Go get some caffeine in you, and hopefully we'll see you in the next race.
Yeah.
That was Kyler Wynn getting a P4 out here after a pretty strong day. Running top 10 throughout the majority of the day, Luke. What a race.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. It was a very, very exciting race out here. I mean, we saw a great deal of four wide racing out here, and I mean, like I said earlier, just a great display to really show about what Masters of the High Banks is really all about. And it was a very, very exciting race. You know, I'm one for wrecks out here. We saw some pretty wild wrecks, and I mean, it's got me amped up out here for the Xfinity race we got going on here in just a short period of time.
Yeah, Luke, and I think we're going to close out now. I'm not going to, do our normal mentioning the schedule until later in the evening. But 12:20, be there or be square for race 2 of Master of the High Banks. It's going to be Xfinity at Talladega, and I think we're in for a good one, just based off what we just saw. But Luke, you want to close this out?
Yeah, this is Ninth Gear Broadcasting. We'll see you guys back here at 12:20 Eastern. And like Kevin said, be there, be square.